Hello everyone! In the last video we saw a new type of graph. In the rest of this chapter we will have a look at how we can make new graphs from old graphs. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move a graph vertically, to move a graph up or down. So we'll start by having a look at how we can move graphs vertically. Then we'll look at some more examples, and finally we'll try to turn it around. If we have two functions, how can we see how much it has been moved? What happened to the graph? So let's start. How do we move a graph vertically? Suppose we have a linear function, so with this graph, and we want to move it vertically. So let's say we want to move it 3 up, like so. Well, the gradient hasn't changed, only the y-intercept has changed. The y-intercept is now 1. So our new function is going to look like this. It has the same gradient, which was already 1, and then plus 1. So the only thing that has happened is that we took the old function and we added 3, from -2 to 1. And this is just a general rule for moving vertically. We just add or subtract whatever we move up or down. So let's try that a few more times, and with different functions as well. So suppose we have a parabola, this one, and we want to move this one 2 steps up. So this point at 3 goes to 5, this point at -3 goes to -1, etc. Every point goes 2 steps up. So we are going to get the same parabola, but just moved up a little bit. Then the only thing we have to do for our new function is take the old function and do plus 2. So we get x squared minus 3x plus 1. And we can do the same thing with an exponential function. Let's say we've got 5 times 0.6 to the power of x. So this graph. We can move this one 3 down if we want to. So this 5 goes to 2. 3 goes to 0, etc. Every point goes 3 down. And we're again going to get an exponential graph, but 3 steps. Oh, that was not done very well, because that should have gone there, but it moved 3 down. All we have to do is we take the old function and do -3. So in this case, that would give us 5 times 0.6 to the power of x minus 3. And this is how we move a graph vertically, how to move it up or down. Now suppose we have to figure it out the other way around. So we have these two constant functions in this case, and we want to know how much is this moved up or down? What is it moved vertically? Well, so how do you go from f to g? Well, in this case, it's very easy. We can see we've just added 4, so it's moved 4 up. But again, this same logic works with any type of function. Suppose we have 2 parabolas. And again, I want to know, how do I go from this parabola h to the parabola j? Well, the only thing that's changed is we went from +4 to -1, so we went 5 down. So the whole graph, the whole parabola, is moved 5 steps down. And that is all there is to figuring out how much a graph has been moved up or down. So that's all I have to say about moving graphs vertically. I hope this helps you find out what the function is of a graph after it has been moved vertically.